In Harry's 6th year, Professor Slughorn started the Slug Club. After seeing Ginny Weasley cast the Bat-Bogey Hex, he invited her to join the club. Well, while still forgetting who Ron was. Classic Ron treatment. Now, this spell comes to Harry Potter Magic Awaken. Let's see how this card works in this video. If you have the Bat-Bogey Hex in your deck, a bat appears every time you cast a spell card. Where the bat appears depends on where you targeted the spell you cast. For example, if you cast Essence of Dittany, the bat will spawn wherever you aim the spell. For spells that you don't have to aim like Thunderstorm, the bat will spawn under you. The bats stay on the field for 10 seconds, and you can have up to 3 bats on the field at a time. When you finally cast a Bat-Bogey Hex, all the bats that are still on the field will attack the area where you cast it. This spell can hit multiple targets in the small area you aim at. Each hit on the same target will deal reduced damage. This card would be great with spell casting echoes. With that in mind, it works well with Hermione. Since she's primarily a spellcaster, the number of spells she casts can help you keep 3 bats on the field, allowing you to deal more damage with the Bat-Bogey Hex. Voldemort would be another good option. With the Voldemort Echo, your dark spells are reduced by half in cost, making them faster to cast. Each cast will generate a bat, and the duplicates left behind by casting dark spells don't move, making them easier to hit with a Bat-Bogey Hex. You can also use this card with Grindelwald. If you use it with the offense Grindelwald, you can buff the Bat-Bogey Hex with added damage. Your damage spells will also cost less to cast, making it easier to get 3 bats on the field before casting the Hex. If you use it with the strategy Grindelwald, you can create multiple copies of your other offensive spells to combo with the Bat-Bogey Hex, since the copies will have a lower MP cost. Then you have McGonagall and Dumbledore. McGonagall's review sessions will count as 2 spells, while the random spells that Dumbledore creates for 1 MP also count as spells. And then of course the card you choose counts as another spell, so these 2 echoes can give you a lot of chances to generate bats on the field. Just remember that by the endgame it may be hard for you to cycle back to the Bat-Bogey Hex with the Dumbledore Echo, since you'll have tons of other spells in your deck. As for companions, Lottie can help give you extra MP to cast more spells and eventually cast the Bat-Bogey Hex. You want to make sure that you don't just rely on the 3 bats from the Bat-Bogey Hex for damage. Young Hermione, just like Lottie, will help you cast faster by lowering their cost. She'll also be able to give you additional cards that you can use to add more bats to the field. Abigail works great since she can group your opponents together and make sure they don't move out of your Bat-Bogey Hex. Longshurin might be a good endgame companion to use. By the time you get to your 3rd companion, you would have already cast a lot of spells to increase the number of bats on the field. This should give Longshurin charges for his attacks. For cards to use with a Bat-Bogey Hex, a lot of low MP cards would be good since you'll want to make sure that you can cast the 5 MP Bat-Bogey Hex before all the bats you've generated disappear. To help give you more MP for back-to-back spells, you can use Niffler, Golden Snitch, or Memory Vial. You'll probably only want one of these in your deck, so you still have plenty of space for spells, especially if you're using Bat-Bogey Hex as your main source of damage. Then use cards like Inflatus, Incarcerus, and Petrificus Totalis to keep your opponents in place so you can hit them with a Hex. When you're using the Bat-Bogey Hex, you'll obviously want to have 3 bats active at the same time. This might be hard to achieve unless you have mostly 2 or 3 MP spells. But even then, it might still be difficult since you may need to cast other spells to survive. Then wait for 5 MP to finally cast the Bat-Bogey Hex. One way to get 3 bats and still have the additional 5 MP needed for the Bat-Bogey Hex is to use a channeled spell. Why, you may ask? If you cast a channeled spell like Episky or Hot Air Charm, the bat will only appear after you're finished casting. This lets you regenerate a bit of MP before the first bat even appears, helping you cast your 2nd spell sooner. Also, make sure to try casting at 10 MP when you're ready to use your Bat-Bogey Hex. This increases the chance that you'll have more than 1 bat on the field when you use it. Try to use a control spell as your last spell before the Bat-Bogey Hex, since the Hex is pretty easy to avoid because its target area is quite small. One thing to take note of though is that even though Hermione and Dumbledore double the effects of spells, they don't generate an extra bat. Overall, Bat-Bogey Hex is a fun setup card that rewards fast spell casting, good MP management, and smart timing. It's not the easiest spell to land because the area is small and the bats disappear after a short time, but if you can set up 3 bats and lock your opponents in place, the damage can be really satisfying. So if you like spell-heavy decks, weird combos, and the idea of weaponizing bats because Ginny Weasley said so, give Bat-Bogey Hex a try. And until next time, fellow mages, see you in the wizarding world.
Renovate. Bat-Bogey Hex. Mad fire.
Do you mind if I join you?
Obscurity. Deadly.
Nimbus 2000.
Gabrachian fire.
I'll take it from here. Stand back.
Standard book of stats. A pugno.
Stupefy. Sorry.
Bat-Bogey Hex.
Incendio!
Locomotive. Abyss. Golden Snake. Enchanted popping cannon.
I think I see a nest of
Bat-Bogey Hex. Phoenix Felicis.